It was a cold, stormy night when 8-year-old Emma found herself alone in the big, silent house. Her parents gone for the night with a promise to return by morning. The wind howled outside, rattling the old wooden windows, while the distant sound of dogs barking carried through the empty streets. Emma sat curled up on the couch in the dim glow of a single lamp, her coloring book spread across her lap, and the soft sound of cartoons playing from the TV gave her a false sense of safety. But then, the night changed. She heard it. Soft, deliberate footsteps coming from upstairs. Her small voice trembled as she called out, "Mom? Dad?" But only silence replied. The TV screen flickered and then shut off on its own, plunging the room into an eerie hush. Heart pounding, Emma picked up the phone to call her parents, but before she could dial, it rang by itself. On the screen, an unknown number glowed. She hesitated, then answered, and heard only heavy breathing, followed by a cold whisper that froze her blood. "Don't turn around." Terrified, she dropped the phone and ran to lock all the doors and windows. But when she reached the kitchen, she froze in horror. The tap was running, water overflowing into the sink, and on the wall, in dripping streaks of water, were the words, "I see you." The lights flickered violently as she clutched her teddy bear for comfort, only to scream when its head slowly twisted on its own with a sickening creak. She hurled it away, tears blurring her eyes, and that's when she saw it. A dark shadow sliding silently across the hallway behind her, disappearing when the lightning illuminated the house for a split second. Her small hands shook as she climbed the stairs to hide in her parents' room, but the fear only grew as black, sticky handprints appeared on the walls with every step she took, marking a path to the closet. From inside came a voice, high-pitched and mocking, "Emma, let's play." The closet door creaked open inch by inch, and inside, broken doll with glowing eyes and a cracked smile, its tiny hands twitching. Then, from behind the doll, something else moved. A tall, skeletal figure unfolded itself, its limbs impossibly long, skin stretched pale over its bones, hollow black eyes staring straight into hers. Emma screamed and bolted as the figure crawled out with jerky, unnatural movements, its nails scraping against the wooden floor, the sound like knives on glass. She raced downstairs, plunging into darkness as every light in the house went out at once, leaving only the sound of rain hammering against the windows and the deep, slow breathing behind her. Her chest heaved as she crawled under the dining table, sobbing silently, praying for it to end. But then she felt it, the cold, clawed fingers sliding around her ankle. Before she could scream, it yanked her into the blackness with a violent pull, her shriek echoing through the empty house and fading away into silence. Hours later, when morning came, her parents returned, calling out her name cheerfully, unaware of the nightmare that had unfolded. But the house answered with a dead silence. As they stepped inside, their smiles vanished. The walls were smeared with blood, handprints everywhere, and on the largest wall, written in crimson letters, were the words, "She's mine now." The parents collapsed in horror, where Emma's teddy bear sat propped against the wall.